Moving on to some Eagles-Bears on Black Friday. That was a tough one as well for all those 92%ers, assuming everyone is cheering for our teams. Eagles 15, Bears 24. The Bears are rocking and rolling, man. The Bears are rocking and rolling, man. Ben Johnson's got those guys fighting and playing good football. And
he's taking his shirt off in the locker room.
How about it, man? The guys are going nuts. Golly, man. Those guys are fighting for that. That's how you know when you get a coach that comes in that just – he's relatable to all the guys, gets the guys to fight for him, man. It's a hard thing to do, and there's a special like madness to it that you have to be great at, and some guys got it. And right now he does, man.
Listen, and we've had it in Philadelphia. Nick Sirianni has had that. Like, that's what's frustrating. Like, I think right now the Eagles are trying to figure this thing out. They're trying to get this offense going, and it's, playing the Bears, who really, they're clicking on all cylinders right now. They're playing so well. Their offensive line was rolling. Their running backs are running hard. And you can feel that energy and excitement the team has. And the Eagles, we're 8-4, right? We've had a great season. And I know that it hasn't lived up to the potential, especially on the offensive side of the ball. The defense has been great for the majority of the season. But you can tell, man, they want to get this thing figured out, and everybody's frustrated. The good thing is we've put ourselves in a situation where being at 8-4, like, all we got to do is just keep fucking working, man. Keep grinding it out. Keep asking ourselves how we can improve it. Coaches, players, everybody. I still think they got the pieces there. I still think they got the offensive weapons. Yeah, the offensive line is starting to get some continuity in playing together. They're going to be helped. That's the thing, man. Yeah, that's tough. Lane Johnson coming back will be huge, even though Fred has done well, especially in pass pro. I think the run game is close. I really do. I know it hasn't manifested yet. And it's frustrating watching because it can be so much better. I think it's getting closer. I think that with the health that is starting to come, it'll only improve. And that's what makes the run game so hard, man. And when it's clicking and everybody is on the same page,
it's the best.
And you got these guys, look out. But right now it's, it's this guy here, it's that guy here, it's, this guy doesn't come off for the linebacker, and that is a difference in a huge run. The safety rolls down and is unhatted, and that kind of ruins this one. They're bringing nickel edge. That stalls out a couple runs, and then all of a sudden they run into it and they get a big one. And, it's just been frustrating, especially as a guy who knows how much time those guys put into it up front, how great Saquon Barkley is, how great Jeff Stoutland is. It's been frustrating to watch, to be honest with you. But I do think it's getting closer. And I think once that thing gets going, if there's a positive to take away, A.J. Brown's starting to get the ball in the passing game feels like it's getting better. And you're seeing the routes now move around more than they were earlier in the year. Like, that was a big complaint everybody talked about, the route trees and all this stuff that I don't, quite frankly, look as much into a lot of the times. But it's very apparent that they're making a concerted effort to get players moving in different areas and not being as stagnant in the area in which these guys are running routes, I guess, if that makes sense.
No, it 100% does. And it makes life on being a receiver so much easier. That's the one thing when you watch the Chiefs play, you see me moving around all the time. I'm moving from one side of the line to the other side of the line. And it's like, what that does is for the defense is it changes passing strength. It changes rules on how they're going to pass off routes. It changes rules on how they have to fill gaps. So get the defense thinking fast, and all of a sudden you're snapping the ball while they're still trying to figure out how they need to adjust. If you use that to your advantage, that shit's only going to make things way easier as a route runner and as an offense.
That was one thing that really stood out with the Bears, I will say. I mean, Ben Johnson and how he utilizes the motions and guys moving around, he's just so good at it.
Yeah, and they got a lot of good tight ends over there, man. So and a good run game.
And that's where the defense obviously gave up a lot of yards on the ground. Their offensive line, the Bears offensive line played well. Like, I don't want to discredit them, but watching the tape back, like, there was a lot of just like, we just need to fit this a little bit better, right? Like, we got to handle this motion. If we're in the right spot here, if we squeeze down, don't play the boot as much here. Like, it was a lot of that stuff where it felt like this defense is better than the way they played and what the stats looked like at the end of the day. So I felt good after watching the tape. We just got to improve in some of those areas. But I was impressed. I mean, like, for instance, like they motioned a double wing right into the boundary, right? So tight end receiver into the boundary. They did like a jet motion with the receiver. We rock and roll, right? So Reed's down to the tight end on the motion. The safeties decide to rock and roll, meaning Reed goes back to the middle of the field, and the other safety goes down to the 3-by side now. And the corner's got to come in now. All of a sudden, now he's fitting the C gap, and they got a big hit on that one. It was just a lot of stuff like that where it was like they do a great job of manipulating the gaps, manipulating the tight end movement, doing the boots, and like really trying to mess around with guys' rules and responsibilities in the run game, especially. All in all, again, similar to the AFC, you think about every team has shown weakness at this point, right? Every team has had their games, ups and downs. And I just think at the end of the day, the Eagles have great coaches and they have great players. And eventually they're going to be peaking at the right time. I got faith in that. And you look at the top 8 teams last year: Lions, Commanders, Eagles, and Rams. Like Chiefs, Texans, Bills, and Ravens. Think about all of these teams that we thought were going to be the best teams coming into it. And like all of them have shown signs of being really good. And then other weeks have had big letdowns. The 2 best teams in the league right now consistently have been the Broncos and the Patriots, right?
Yeah. I mean,
the Rams who I thought were the most consistent team in football, all of a sudden they drop one to Charlotte. So, or Carolina.
Charlotte? Yeah. I mean, the same team. Yeah. Carolina is another sneaky one, man. They can put together a game.
It just feels like more than ever, the NFL is wide open. Listen, we're 8-4. We got time to figure this thing out. It's just going to take some like concerted effort from everybody. And I know these guys are going to be hard at work to get this done. I can't wait to see Saquon Barkley running again, man. That's all I want. I know everybody wants to see the passing game and stuff like that. I want to see Saquon Barkley running through the fucking line untouched all the way to the end zone. That's what I want to see.
Using those Saquads to just fucking.
Come on. If they get that going with the way they're playing defense, they will be a very tough team to beat by anybody. That's all I know.
I hear you, man.
While we're on that topic, do you want to just jump ahead to that like NFC standings that I put in there later? If you look at the top 7 teams in the NFC and just look at the fact that the 1 seed has 9 wins, the 7 seed has 9 wins. I think if Chicago loses next week to the Packers, they drop from 1 to 7. Like that's how fucking insane this season is.
It really is. Where's that at?
It was just a little later. Scroll on down.
Can we just use what you just said?
You can. I don't like to.
I think it's fine
too much on here.
I think it's fun when you jump in and
I think it's good when you
just a little. Yeah. You like the stash?
I do.
You like a stash? You into it?
Very Burt. It's very Berty. It's either Burt Reynolds or Mario.
Reynolds or Mario.
Super Mario.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take Burt Reynolds. I think of the 2.
What is this Snapchat DM?
You want to read those? Eagles fans have
actually kind of funny. That's what
Eagles fans are breaking up over the Eagles. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Read that. Go ahead.
All right. So apparently Eagles fans are breaking up over the Eagles.
Yeah.
Had a little Snapchat DM here from a couple individuals. Derek says, okay, so I know this is going to sound absolutely crazy, but I was noticing since we started talking daily and went on our date, the Eagles have been shitting the bed. I don't want to hate me or block me, but I think maybe we just need to not talk until the season is over. I love the superstitiousness here.
Till the season's over?
I like you a lot, so don't take this as a dismissal. Just need to turn our luck around for the birds, and I think you'd understand that too. And then, of course,
she replied.
Sure.
He replied.
Sure, for the birds. Way to go, Eagles fans. That's how you freaking date responsibly.
Did Kylie watch all the Eagles game this time?
We were at the Eagles game, and we were watching. Yes. She's going to have to start turning her back.
Kai.
You're right.
I'm going to be honest. You got to buy in, Kai. You got to buy in.
We need everything we can.